Hey, yo, what's gaming players? It's your boy, Jason Sharpman, back out here with some more college football action. And we're set to continue with this college football dynasty. And we are on tap for another good matchup. You guys remember Georgia Tech. I'm pretty sure you guys remember them. They played in the very first episode of this series. And you guys remember that they lost. They most definitely lost the first game. And they lost to Florida State. So I'm pretty sure you guys remember that. If you didn't, be sure to go back and watch it. But this time, Georgia Tech has Georgia State. And they're hoping for a bounce back, because imagine going 0-2 to start the season. That would be the most difficult chance of trying to make the playoffs. I'm not even gonna lie. When teams start 0-2, the amount of chances to get towards the playoffs is gonna be even difficult. So we're going to see how Georgia Tech fares in their second game. Meanwhile, Georgia State, they're looking for an upset here. They're looking for an upset. But however, there are still more games on the schedule that we got to get to. So if you haven't seen the ones that have already been played, be sure to go back and watch them so you guys can get caught up. And don't forget, we've got something different coming up for this college football dynasty series, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But let's head down to Bobby Dodd Stadium, the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. Let's see what they're gonna do. Let's see if Georgia Tech can bounce back off of that opening game defeat. Because it's like I said before, starting 0-2 is a very bad situation. So if you're Georgia Tech, you're gonna have to do everything that you possibly can to try to win, because you definitely don't want to start 0-2. But let's see what happens. Georgia State, Georgia Tech, up next. Let's go.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium, and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today's matchup, a battle in the Peach State, and when you square off against another team that was raised on the red clay, the emotion runs a little deeper. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Well, it looks like Georgia Tech is going to get the ball first, so
Georgia State,
we're going to see how Georgia Tech fares. And with that, we're underway from Bobby Dodd Stadium. Will it be a bounce back game for Georgia Tech, or will it be an upset game for Georgia State? Well, we will find that out together as we're underway. So Georgia Tech starts off with the football.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football.
First down carry is Jamal Haynes for only a 4-yard carry in his 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get laddered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's King.
They actually fake. King over the middle has his man. It's Singleton Jr. for a first down to the 41.
You have enough time to take out a sandwich and finish the sandwich before you have to make a pass down the field. That's a good day at the office.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
First down. Jamal Haynes on the ground. He loses it. And Georgia State picks it up.
In this game, it's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
You see, if you're Georgia Tech, you don't want to start off the game like that. You don't want to start off the game like that. A turnover on the opening drive. So now Georgia State takes over. Here's a run by DJ Beasley for a 5-yard pickup.
Over the last few years, there have been seismic changes in college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse.
Play action fake. Here comes the pressure, and it's a sack.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The third down. 3rd and long. And here's a catch made by the tight end Green. Can he get the first? And he's well short of the first down there. However, it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. And that kick is no good. It wasn't even close. Kind of surprised that they did not go for it. But Georgia Tech gets the ball back.
They put it on the ground last time. They had got to take care of it this time, David.
So here's Jamal Haynes, who fumbled on the opening drive. He gets a first down to midfield.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
King. Back the pass, nowhere to go, and down he goes. It's a sack.
Those play action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down.
So 1st down. Well, now 2nd and 17 after the sack.
Looking to throw, it's King.
King wants a deep ball. He wants Singleton Jr. He has him downfield. A big play for Georgia Tech as they are now in the red zone.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can snip it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it out.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal.
1st and goal. Maddox. And he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up for Georgia Tech.
Now on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Jamal Haynes gets in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and they go celebrate with you boys.
Not gonna lie, I feel like Georgia Tech most likely needed that because
Lining up to add another.
imagine after they had fumbled and they gave up points to Georgia
And the
State.
extra point makes it
That would have
7-0.
been
A
devastating.
very efficient
But they
five-play
lead
scoring
7-0,
drive.
however,
And
in
finish
front of
the
their
game
home
with a short
fans.
touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away.
So Georgia State set to get the ball back. Here comes the return.
Really
And they will
disciplined
start
job by
from
the
the
coverage unit to get down
19.
there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first
And here
down.
comes Georgia State's offense.
From the gun,
First
running
down,
back on the
a
move.
run by Beasley.
Just searching
And he's going to
working
get
for the
8
running
yards
move.
out of that
It's taken out
carry.
to the
So
26.
2nd and 2. And that's how the first quarter will come to a close. Georgia Tech up 7-0
Guys, we've reached the end of the
as
quarter,
they're
and
trying to
Georgia
bounce
Tech
back
has
from an
the lead.
opening week
One period
loss.
in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
2nd and 2 following that 8-yard carry on first down. Gibson throws to the left and it's deflected. Great defense there. And now it's 3rd and 2.
Nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Third and 2. They hand it to Beasley, and Beasley's got the first down as he's brought down to the
And that's
37.
exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
First down.
Go up top on first down.
Gibson looks over the middle. Incomplete.
Incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the
2nd down,
shotgun, they
a
go
run
around.
for Brock.
And the running back didn't get much.
Only a
Nice
2-yard
job.
gain out of that.
They're focused in on this running back.
It's now
This
3rd
run
down
game,
for Georgia State.
getting knockbacks, limiting his carries.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's gonna
Gibson
have to throw
looks
for it.
over the middle. Pass is caught over the middle.
How about
He
that?
makes the
What
catch.
doctor
First down
always
Georgia State
ordered,
to
an
Georgia
explosive
Tech's
play to the
40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Gonna run it.
First
It's
down.
Beasley.
Beasley.
Run game is good. Balance
Only
is
a
good.
1-yard
Balance
pickup
is
right
good.
there.
Then you
2nd
gotta
and
pass the
9.
football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action.
2nd and 9.
Flushed out of the pocket.
Gibson with the pressure
And not much
coming,
going on
and
downfield.
that's going to be
He just kept
incomplete.
right up and lived to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box.
Gibson
Unleashes one deep.
looks end zone. It's picked. Intercepted by Georgia Tech. And they will take over at the 20.
Ball slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
First down. Here's a throw. Downfield immediately. And it's incomplete.
Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Great job by the QB.
I'm not even going to lie.
I know you don't come away with a big completion.
King
but he
is
should have
absolutely
got sacked.
lucky
I don't
that
know
he
how
broke
was able
that
to get out
sack
of
because
that.
he had a
Great
man
individual effort by him.
open.
Back back to pass. It's King. Getting some heat.
King with nowhere to go this time, and down he goes.
In trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
So with 2 minutes left in the first half,
Not exactly the ideal situation.
Score's only
for this
7-0.
offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. They'll go to the
here's
ground.
Jamal Haynes,
Maybe
and
he'll
nowhere
get back
for
to
him to
line of
run.
scrimmage, but no more
It's
than
4th
that.
down now.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the
And
ball.
this is a
you gotta do
great
better
punt
job
here.
not getting in 3rd and long.
And
Offense has to
Georgia
be better on
State
1st and 2nd downs.
will take over in enemy territory,
Fourth down situations
as
where
they'll
now
have
you're
it with a
above
1st and
what you want.
10.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions.
Gibson
But I think
over the
guys
middle,
stay
has his
aggressive
man.
with this
The
offense.
pass
I
is
get back to what I
caught
did on the first part
for a
of that
1st
drive
down to the
that made me successful.
27.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it.
Gibson looks to throw again. Has his man. It's caught once more.
And he's brought down after a nice
And now
gain.
Georgia State
That is an excellent
is
throw
on
by
the move.
quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air.
Gibson looks to pass again. Over the middle. It's caught.
That completion will
A gain of 10 there. 2nd and inches.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking to pass. It's Gibson.
Gibson throws right, and it's dropped by Bush.
Just missed it.
He had it, but couldn't hold on. 3rd down on the way.
It's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Gibson throws again on 3rd, and Bush dropped another.
On 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see
And
so
4th and
much
inches
more
coming
pass
up,
than you
and
used to.
Georgia
The
Tech
offense
and Georgia
stays
Tech's
aggressive. I think
defense
they stay
looking
aggressive because they know
for a
they're in
stop.
field goal range.
Georgia State
They
is
got that
going
3 in
for
their
it,
back pocket.
and they're gonna hand it to Beasley, and he picks up the
I gotta
1st
challenge
down.
my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the
Gibson
offensive line.
looks.
They come through in a big way.
No one comes open. He gets rid of it.
He'll just throw it away. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Now he's
Gibson
gonna break the
looks,
pocket.
has his man. It's caught. Beasley, touchdown Georgia State.
Georgia State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man. And
Now
we
there
need
is
more of
no
that in the
reason
second
how
half.
he
An
ended
extra
up wide
point
open.
time this
You
football
cover
game.
everybody else, but you leave the running back.
If this passing game can
You
continue
just
to heat
can't
up,
do
look
that.
out in
You
the second half.
can never leave the running back on any route. And Georgia Tech just left him wide open, and Gibson just said, "Thank you very much." And Georgia State
Ready
is on
to
the
try
board.
point after.
And the kick is good to even things up at
So they
7.
take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
So now we're evening up. So now we're tied
And
at
he takes
7.
this from inside the 5. He was looking
And
for
Georgia
more running
Tech,
room, but none to be found as
they
he
get set
stopped
to
at
take
the
over.
23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
1st down.
Drive together
Here comes the blitz as King tries to fire one over the middle,
That last drive. They gotta do
and it
something here
gets
to get this
batted to the
defense
ground.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground. Incomplete pass.
Dropping back, it's King. Fires
King over the middle, incomplete again.
On the long shot. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
King, play action fake. Wants Singleton downfield, and the catch is made inside the 30. You want to talk about big plays? How about that one right there? And Georgia Tech will use a timeout. Now, Georgia State gets the ball to start the second half, but Georgia Tech will go for 3. And the kick is absolutely perfect. And that ends the first half. Georgia Tech up 10-7 against Georgia State. Georgia State, they're still in the game. They're trying to upset, while Georgia Tech is trying to bounce back from that opening week defeat.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, third quarter set to start from Bobby Dodd Stadium. Georgia Tech up 10-7 against Georgia State. Now, you guys already know Georgia Tech already has a loss on their column. They're trying to avoid starting 0-2 because here's the thing. Starting 0-2 is never a good thing.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse.
Gibson is going to throw on the first play, and Bush dropped another. Yo, it's like something's going on with this man's fingers. It's like that's got to be the third pass he has dropped in this game. Gibson's going to throw again, and this time the catch is made on the right side for a 4-yard pickup.
This offense looking at a third down after that last completion.
Here comes the blitz over the middle. It's picked. Intercepted by Georgia Tech. And they're going to take over in the red zone. Boy, how lucky were they? Because I'm sitting here telling you, if Gibson would have thrown a bullet over the middle, I'm telling you, they would have probably gave up points. But Warren Burroughs, he might have saved the touchdown. I mean, you can see that the receiver for Georgia State had separation. However, the pass might have been underthrown. But now Georgia Tech has the ball, looking to extend their lead. A 6-yard gain on that first down carry by Jamal Haynes. So 2nd and 4.
Just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play and then
looks to throw, and he has no choice but to get rid of that one. 3rd down.
Just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
King, end zone, caught, Leary, touchdown Georgia Tech. Now he almost dropped that. He almost dropped it, but luckily he was able to come up with it. And Georgia Tech extends their lead. I'm sitting here telling you, you can't lie. Christian Leary almost dropped this. I mean, look, you see he had to get back in position to make the catch. He almost dropped it. That's why I said he almost dropped it. Another look. I mean, look at that. He almost dropped it. I'm sitting here telling you, if he would have dropped that, every single fan would be stunned. But he made the catch anyway, so it's 17-7. Oh, and that kick went way out of bounds.
They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
First down, and Gibson, he gets rid of it.
On that throw, never gave his receiver a chance.
He had no other choice but to get rid of that one, because there's no way his receiver was going to come open.
Back to throw, it's Gibson.
Gibson gets hit as he throws, and that's going to be incomplete.
And they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down.
Here comes the blitz. Oh! That would have been a perfect throw. But instead, it's fourth down.
They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon.
And this is the first punt from any side in this game. And that's honestly a surprise. But Georgia Tech takes over once more.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And here's Jamal Haynes breaking a tackle and has a first down to the 44.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. I wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off the play fake on first down.
Play action fake. King over the middle. It's picked. Georgia State gets their turnover. But that's the issue. That's the second turnover for Georgia Tech. The first one was earlier in the game.
Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
A first down for the offense.
So now it's first down for Georgia State.
He wants to throw.
Here comes the pressure. It's picked off. Georgia Tech gets another one. Gibson just overthrew his tight end.
The ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some.
So Georgia Tech has the ball once more.
The running back has it.
Here's Haynes. And a first down is picked up at the 46.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice
play action? And it's a fumble. And Georgia Tech is lucky to pick that one up, because that would have been bad, like real bad. If they did not pick that up, that would have been real bad.
You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
King wants a deep ball. And it's batted down.
Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to
third down. King wants a deep ball. Has a man downfield. It's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yellow Jackets. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that
Chase Lane.
I got a chance to
The speed from that young man.
Great job throwing the football out there.
I mean, look at the separation that he had.
And then striding it into the end zone.
Nice throw by King, putting it on the money.
They'll try to tackle
And Georgia Tech extends their lead again.
The
Kick is good. 24-7 Georgia Tech.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass.
So Georgia Tech set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
And Georgia State will take over. Looking for something, because ever since the second half has started, Georgia State's offense haven't been able to get anything going. Play action. Catch is made by Creddle. And he's got a first down at the 37.
This is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Gibson over the middle is incomplete. This is unbelievable. It's like these Georgia State receivers, like, I'm not understanding, but they are really having a lot of trouble holding on to the football. I mean, like, that is way too many times that they have dropped the football. Gibson, nowhere to throw, he just gets rid of it.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
Gibson throws towards the sideline and it's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end.
So Georgia State punts it away once again. And Georgia Tech will get the ball back and they will take over.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. One man in the backfield,
and here's Haynes. And nowhere for him to run. He gets stopped for a loss of a yard.
Where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on second down.
Here comes the blitz. King looks for Lane. He's got it. Chase Lane to the house. Chase Lane. How did he make that reception? King just said, why not let it fly? And look how that just shaped out. Now it's a complete beatdown. After it was a 3-point game at the half, now it's starting to become a real beatdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Extra point, perfect. And Georgia Tech comes out of the locker room and puts on an incredible performance. It's 31-7. Georgia Tech leading Georgia State.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
I'm actually, honestly, I am really impressed with Georgia Tech's performance, especially in the second half.
They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Gibson throws over the middle. He's got Beasley, who picks up a first down.
Less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on
And they're going to continue going.
Like got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And Gibson tries to go back to Beasley, but that time he dropped it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get
And Georgia Tech's going to call timeout.
The best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Gibson.
Gibson throws, and that one is batted.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Gibson over the middle, catch is made. And the third down conversion is successful. First down for Georgia State.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can
Gibson, another pass over the middle is complete for a first down.
Coaching up heading into their next game.
Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of questions to what happened after this game concludes.
I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They're looking to pass.
Play action fake. Gibson with nowhere to go. He gets rid of it. I mean, you got to understand, you can't blame him for the fact that he has to get rid of it most of the time. Because the pressure keeps getting there.
And they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Gibson over the middle to Bush. He's got it. And it's a Georgia State touchdown. They're cutting into the lead a little bit.
Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Wants to pass. Trying to get to
Gibson throws, and it's dropped. He tried to go to Bush, but could not get to him. So it's 31-13. So the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. But, I mean, at least Georgia State got into the end zone. But they're going to have a lot of stuff happen if they want to get back into this one.
This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been
Here's Jamal Haynes. And Haynes breaks tackles. And no one's going to catch him now. Jamal Haynes all the way.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the route is on.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year coming into this one.
Just being like Derrick Henry in his prime. I mean, look at that.
They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Georgia Tech, I felt like for their team, it seemed to me that this was a must-win game, and it looks like they're certainly going to get it. The way they came out in this second half, they just turned up the heat coming out of the locker room, and with the way this lead is, it is definitely looking like that they're gonna get their first win of the season, and it's most likely looking like that they're gonna bounce back from that opening loss that they suffered in the hands of Florida State.
Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here.
So 38-13, Georgia Tech with a big time lead.
Georgia State offense returns to the field. Comes out throwing on first down.
Gibson looks to pass. He's gonna scramble, and he'll go down at the 35, and that's gonna be a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him
Gibson
up down.
throws, completion is Bush,
Good luck stopping him.
and that brings this one to the 2-minute warning. But like I said, with the way this lead is, Georgia State, I'm not sure if they have enough time to get back into it, as it's a sack for Georgia Tech's defense. Only their second sack of the game. That's just the only thing about it. Gibson throwing, and that's incomplete, intended for Bush, and it's third and forever.
Good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Gibson, no one open, just throws it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Fourth down, Gibson, and the pass is incomplete.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played.
First down. It's Haynes again. And the tackle is made at the 23. And Georgia State, they're going to start burning their timeouts.
You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Back to Haynes. First down run. He's gone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1. Lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
You can't ask for a much better start than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You can't ask for a much better game than this. I'm sitting here telling you. Georgia State, they're really going to have a lot of questions after this one. Because that second half from Georgia Tech, that second half from Georgia Tech, I'm going to sit here and tell you, they came out stomping.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one.
Gibson throws on first down, and the catch is made on the right side for only a 4-yard pickup.
Option as well, because it's
Gibson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day. You're going to want to forget.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To throw, it's Gibson.
Gibson looking, and down he goes.
of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in it.
Georgia State
has a lot of work to
punts it
do
away,
for the next football game.
and Georgia Tech
What a really good
is about to get ready to celebrate this one.
Your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
So Georgia Tech, what a second half they had, outscoring Georgia State 35-6 in the second half. I mean, great execution by the players, coaches, special teams, everything. So now Georgia Tech is 1-1 on the season. Now that is a better start than starting 0-2. I mean, especially when you're having college football.
This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I mean, you gotta give credit to Georgia State, the way they played in that first half, but like I said, in the second half, that's when Georgia Tech decided to flip the switch. And honestly, I don't think you can blame them, because this was a must win for Georgia Tech. They felt like they needed this win, and they most definitely got it. So now Georgia Tech is 1-1. Even though that's Georgia State's first official game of the season, but this was Georgia Tech's second game, and they felt like that they needed it. So here are the stats. Haynes King, he had a better performance than what he did in the opener. He threw 3 touchdowns. Yes, he had a pick, but at the same time, he played tremendous. Jamal Haynes, over 100 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. So you gotta give the young man his props for doing that. But if you guys enjoyed this game, be sure to drop a like on it. And subscribe to the channel if you're new for more college football action as the College Football Dynasty series continues. We're still in week 1. A lot of teams upheld to play their first game of the season. So stay tuned for that.